Well, the weather is absolutely horrible, and as I'm, painting bits and bobs, I can't do that in the rain as I don't want to take the cars outside, and I'm working on the rear bumper. So what do I do instead? Something that I've mentioned previously that I'm going to do, which is the power mirror switch into the power economy switch. What I've done so far is I've just started to make the square in here a little bigger. I've got the switch here, which sits over here. It was a smaller square, so I'm just making that bigger than needs to be because the power economy switch doesn't quite fit through. I've just been with a die grinder bit. It still needs clean up, it's not finished. But I have the power economy switch here, and if I get this the right way and put that, it goes a certain way. No, it's that way. Still a little bit more work to do, but that is what that'll look something like. And then there's a plastic cover that goes over the top of this. I've also just taken a little bit off the top and the bottom so that switch fits through. So the next plan is obviously to clean up those rough edges, and then I hopefully want to black out all of this writing on here and put power and economy on the top and the bottom if I can work out how to do that. We'll eliminate these arrows on the side, and then it'll pop straight into the power window hole in the console and hopefully look somewhat factory. Now this job's going to be in between jobs when the weather's not right, but the next step is to finish cleaning this up and then work out how do I find some lettering to put on here without painting it. I don't want to paint it. And then I can finish buttoning up the power window switch for the console and get all that done, and then be one step closer to being done in here. But I'll continue filing this out and see how we go. I'm back working on the power economy switch. I've sanded off mirror and the arrow directions, and I'm painting it black so I can letter up how I want it to be. Need another coat of black on this, and then I'll show you my lettering. Hey everyone, last week Emma from HDT reached out to me via email. As you all know, I bought some stuff from there. She reached out to me and said, hey, we love the videos you're doing, we want to send you a gift pack. So this is what she sent. Let's open it up and see what we've got. So it's going to be clothing. I believe it would be like a t-shirt or a hoodie or something like that. Ooh, we even get a HDT keyring. Nice. We've got a t-shirt with the Group 3 on it. Very nice. And we've also got a jumper, it looks like. Ooh, I like this. Nice and blue like the car. Mobile Racing HDT. Very nice. Big thanks to Emma for reaching out. I appreciate it. Anyone wants any HDT, head on to hdt.com. Get yourself some stuff for your car and check them out. Here I am inside the house with my newfound power mirror switch / economy power
do my bobber. I've got the case and the clear plastic inside. This is not in the best condition, but that's all I have. If it turns out looking really good, I'll have to look for a better condition one than that. But this is all about how I'm going to letter up PWR ECON for power and economy. Now what I'm going to do is, from my past, I remember as a young fella something about these. Now this is decadry, I believe it's pronounced. And what it is just a whole heap of letters. You put the letter over where you want and you scratch it off and it will transfer to the other piece that you want. So that is what I'm going to try and do now. I do have the button inside as well. Excuse the mess. I've painted the top of that to be black so that when it goes inside of here, you can't see the white, because it was very obvious when that was like that. With one hand, I don't know whether I'm going to be able to get the button in there. It only goes on a specific way as well. I'm not going to be able to do it one-handed, but kind of get the picture. That is what it's going to look like when it's done, and then that would be housed inside of there with the plastic over the top. Bada boom, bada bing. Now I don't think it really matters which way's up or down, so we'll do PWR at the top, ECON on the bottom. Chuck it in there. Chuck this bit of plastic over the top for protection. Let's just see if we can get it to do. No, it's not going to fall. I'm going to letter it up and I'll get back to you. Well, I finished the first one. PWR is on, and you have to be pretty careful that you don't have any letters around the one that you want to do. One of the letters started to transfer from just the pressure that I was holding on it when I was trying to put it on. So I will touch that up at the end and hopefully remove that without any issues. But how good is that looking? That is magnificent. And there we are with the button in place. Now to add ECON, done. Well, there you have it. Other than being the economy a little off center, that's pretty freaking good. Now to just clean up the little bits of mess, and that's good to go. And just to have a look with the button in place, pretty good. Just need to get rid of that mark up the top there. And that is fantastic. I'm going to give that plastic case a good clean, so that makes that look better. And then we can attempt at getting it wired back in the car. Back out at the car, and it's time to install this in the center console. But first I need to extend a couple of those wires so it will reach up to the hole, and then I can plug it in. And yes, I've got the dreaded lurgy and feel like absolute rubbish, but I'll see what I can get done. Hopefully get this video finished. I've extended the wires at the plug and just in the middle, and this time I did go with those cover things that you just heat up and then it solders it in the middle. Works pretty good. It's a lot easier than getting the soldering iron out and trying to get the solder to stick to it. Now it's time to feed it up through to the hole, and let's get it plugged in. Wow, would you look at that? It's now in place. A power and economy switch in place of where the power mirror switch is meant to go. Kinda looks factory. What do you reckon? I think it's not bad. When you're sitting in seating position, arm ready to put the windows down, put some power down, bang, off she goes. All right, I'm gonna wrap this video up with the new switch installed, the power window switch installed and cleaned, and the interior almost finished. All I need to do in here now is get the sunglass holder to lock into place and find somewhere to mount the check engine light, and then we're pretty much done in there. But that's going to be a wrap for this video. Apologies for it not being the bumper. I am working on the bumper. It's not turning out as I'd hoped. I've got a few little issues that I still need to work through, but I'll get through those, and hopefully that'll be the next video that you see. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Ciao, ciao, from old Sick Boy.